Okay, on the brink of Game 5, Miami needs to win or else they go home. They have to win the next 3 games. Denver's just got to win one of them. We're going to discuss what possibly Miami could do to hopefully win Game 5 or compete at least in Game 5, 6, and 7 to make this a competitive series, what they can do, and why I think it stems from offense. So the first thing is Denver. Everything that Miami has thrown at Denver, their big adjustments have been on the defensive end. Every single thing they've thrown at Denver, Denver has scored 100 plus, have scored with efficiency every single game. Okay, so that we'll just assume that is going to happen regardless. So Miami should change up the defenses, whatever you want to do, that's fine. But offense is really what we got to focus on. So the first thing is, in order for Miami to compete, they need to have small lineups. You cannot spend the majority of minutes with people that cannot shoot on the floor. Okay, Bam Adebayo is a non-shooter. Okay, but Bam Adebayo probably has to be out there. But besides him, you need all 4 semi-competent shooters out there on the floor. Okay, if you do not shoot 33% or above, Miami Heat are not going to win the game simply because they will not be able to spread out the floor. So Denver's defensive system all the way through these playoffs has involved switching guard-to-guard screens. Okay, so in a second here, we're going to see a guard-to-guard screen. They're just going to switch. Okay, so over here, Jamal Murray is brought into the pick and roll. They simply switch the screen. So the first thing is when you have shooters, you can punish them for miscommunication. If this wasn't a shooter over here, there would be no threat of that 3. But instead, when there's no communication in this screen right here, you have an open shot as a result of it. Okay, so boom. Open 3. So that's the first reason you have to go small, and that's the first reason we're going to target switches as well. So Denver's not a bad defensive team, so that miscommunication isn't going to happen very often, but we can use that to create opportunities for us. So the first thing is when Aaron Gordon is guarding Jimmy Butler, Aaron Gordon has done a tremendous job on Jimmy Butler. Okay, so we want to get somebody not named Aaron Gordon on Jimmy Butler and then have an advantage for the Heat. Okay, so this right here, Jimmy Butler is looking to simply attack KCP with shooters spread over here. Okay, so the other big area we're going to ask is where should Bam Adebayo be? Okay, so this is the first concept, is Jimmy attacks KCP, forces aggressive help, shooters are spaced pretty well, and Jimmy gets at least a decent shot there. Okay, we can see Denver did this exact same concept in Game 4 as well. Okay. This is crucial right here because Denver even switched with the big and the guard right here. So this is why Kevin Love provides a lot of value on offense, because he's the only one that's aware in the situation that Jokic is guarding a guard over here. Everyone else seems kind of oblivious. They're just, we'll just run our regular stuff. Kevin Love immediately gets it and swings it to the corner because Gabe Vincent is going to have a massive speed advantage over Nikola Jokic. Okay? So immediately forces help. You have 2 people that go to the ball right here. Bam Adebayo is probably open, but instead it's a kick out to Butler, who gets a good look at a 3. Later possession, again, we can see Gordon is on Butler. We do not want that. Okay, the ball gets swung around. Jamal Murray doesn't even want to guard Butler. He instantly points to Gordon and says, we got time, get back up there. Okay, so ball screen comes. Now we got the switch. Okay, so Butler looks to attack Jamal Murray, gets to the paint with relative ease. This has got to be a situation where you're trying to judge what the defense is doing. Okay, so Bam, I love this little motion as Butler goes to the middle. Bam essentially counters and punishes Jokic, so when Jokic steps up, there is nobody over in this little quadrant right here, so Bam just goes right there. Nice little floater. That is a good look from Miami. So again, we got Gordon on Butler. No bueno. Okay, again, Denver switches this really easily. Like, I can't believe they just switched just like that, and Michael Porter Jr. went on Bam Adebayo. This seems like a terrible mistake, something that Miami could definitely penalize. Okay, so again, they're switching here. And we got Michael Porter Jr. on Jimmy Butler. This is what Miami wants. Okay, we want that. The issue is, when this drive happens, Miami doesn't do a good job of having people spaced on the other side. You can see Bam is too late in coming up, essentially opposite of where Jimmy is. Okay, so Jimmy doesn't have the pass by the time he gets underneath the rim. He has kind of a kick out to Kevin, but Jamal Murray does a good job closing that out. Instead, he has to kind of double clutch in midair and try and find a pass. Hey, Jimmy, if he's going to do this, which I think they should, you got to wait until Bam is ready for you to drive so that he can go into the open space created by Jokic, or the open space vacated by Jokic. And then the other concept you can do is once you get the switch, so we can see Michael Porter Jr. switches on Jimmy Butler, you can set a ball screen up at the top because that involves Jokic up here, and because Zeller isn't really a shooting threat, this makes him so that you at least have to semi-respect up here because the screen is happening. So Butler gets into the paint with ease, okay? And this isn't a great look, but that's a pretty solid look contesting or going at the rim right there. So then this leads me to what I think the easiest course of action is for the Heat. Okay? So first off, we got a switch here. Okay? Throw the ball into Jimmy Butler in the post. Okay? Jimmy Butler is a methodical player. Okay? He's not the most explosive. He's not the best shooter. He is brilliant when it comes to decisions with the ball, especially when you give time to process information. Okay? Let this right here, this matchup in the post, Jimmy Butler and Jamal Murray, Jimmy Butler and anyone other than Aaron Gordon is going to be a win for the Heat. Okay? Forcing help off of here, easy kickouts and or fouls if you attack the rim, those are wins for the Heat. Force this situation. And then in game 4, we can see another great example of this. Okay? In transition, you got KCP on Jimmy Butler. Okay? And then the easy switch. Denver just lazily switches right there. Okay? Jamal Murray, Jimmy Butler. Let Jimmy post him up. Okay, calm. As soon as any kind of help comes, Bam can step into this space right here. Didn't do a great job stepping into the space, but that's the concept. If Bam's ready, he can step right into this or set a screen for Gabe Vincent. But if you can get 2 people on Jimmy Butler right here, you created at least an opportunity on the offensive side. My overarching theory as a coach of basketball is your goal, as a coach of anything, is to put the ideal players in the ideal situation and just let them succeed. Okay? If you let your best player go against someone that is a smaller defender on him and have shooters surrounding the court so that the defense you can punish the defense if they help too far, okay? That is going to put your team in the best position for success. Let Jimmy Butler back down smaller guards, get good looks or fouls all night, allow yourself to compete with a high-scoring offensive Denver team. Okay? That is what I believe Miami has the best chance to match Denver on the offensive side of things and compete in the remaining 3 games of this series.